Alright guys, how are you doing tonight? We should be live. Oh, sorry guys. I had a fucking coughing fit there. Pardon me. Alright guys, we got a fresh case. Again, our last case might not have been a monster, but it was far from bad, guys. We had a lot of mids in it. Some solid names. So let's hope we continue here. I mean, we had Bo, Leggett. Surprisingly, Leggett's a little better hit than people think it is. Drake London, Brian Urlacher, guys. We had Brian Branch. And then I forget what the last one was. Derwin James, yeah. So, I mean, really, the only total pure filler was Derwin there. I mean, again, Branch, very solid player. We've also got your HP. Right there. See if we get something else out of those HP guys, man. I don't know why those are not moving. Everybody, everybody kept wanting something different. And now that we got it sitting there, it's just sitting. I haven't really checked Steel City for the last few days. I think they did launch a license series, man, but they're fucking expensive. Damn it. Sorry guys, messed that up. Nice. Under $1,500 for a 6-box case, man. Basically $2.99 a box. Jesus. So, I mean, it doesn't look like a bad series, guys, name-wise. No DeAndre. And still no Sam either. They do got Amon Ra. But, yeah, don't see DeAndre. No Laporta. No Goff either. But it doesn't look like a bad series, guys. I mean, there is, Leonard Fournette. A few odd ones in there. But man, they're 300 fucking bucks a box, man. I mean, that's brutal. It's literally going to be double the price. I just don't know if I could fill that. They got these, the juiced. Which again don't look too bad, but alright guys, come on, let's see if we can get a couple breaks out here tonight. We got 14 spots left there, guys. 14. Messages are going off, but I don't see any, man, unless my fucking Facebook is fucking up again. Branch, Repo is, he's like a young defensive back. He's, actually a Pro Bowler. Yeah, Branch is, yeah, like I said, he's, should be, one of the good, better defensive backs for the next couple of years there. We got 14 spots left, guys. This is a fresh case also. Like I said, guys, our last case with these was not a monster, but it was far from a bad case. We had the big hit was Bo, we had Leggett, we had Urlacher, Drake London, Brian Branch, and then Derwin, guys. So boy, I'll tell you, cancer right now kicking my family's ass. You know, I've got it, my fucking aunt, and my cousin, man. Pretty crazy. But we got 14 spots left, guys. Tons of big names on that board. Aaron Rodgers, Baker, Bijan, Bo, and again, this is a fresh case, guys, so Bo's back in play. Urlacher, Bryce, Caleb, Dion, DeMarcus Ware, DK, Drake, Breeze, Emmett, Gale, Jamar, JSN, Witten, Rice, McCarthy, Montana, Namath, Elway, Love, Jefferson, guys, Irvin, Penix, OJ, Manning, Puka, Moss, Ray, Ricky, Bradshaw, Dorsett, Treva, Troy, Tua, the Xaviers, guys, Zach Thomas, plenty of cool names on that board, big names on that board, man, like Manning and such, Caleb, Bryce, Breeze, etc. And we are on a fresh case, folks, so everything back in play. And like I said, guys, our last one may not have been a monster case, but it was far from a bad case. We pulled Bo, Leggett, which again, Leggett is better value than you think, guys. Brian Urlacher, the orange, Drake London. I mean, we really only had the pure filler in the Derwin again. You know, Brian Branch is you know, quality player, just maybe not the highest of value, but he is an all-pro, young kid. And Virginia McCaskey passed away today, the owner of the Bears. Um, I gotta say, you know, I think the Bears are going to be sold within the next year or two here. I guess they were saying that the only thing that prevented it up until now was for Virginia McCaskey. I guess she was locked into like grandfathered into like some tax deal, which ended when she passed away. So you know now they're saying that the rest of the family will probably end up selling it in a year or two. And she was 102 years old, man. Come on, folks. We got 14 left in a fresh case of Gold Rush. I just don't know where everybody's been, man. Don't know if it's taxes or what. Again, the end of the month. What's going on here? We were rolling pretty well, and then all of a sudden, man, everybody disappeared all at the same time there. And what's crazy is that, again, guys, we've been pulling really well, man. We have hit huge names over the last month or two. I mean, big name-wise, I hate to say it, but it's probably, as far as the other products go, man, it was probably one of the best months we ever had as far as hitting big names going. Again, man, we've hit Manning, Mahomes, multiple Henrys, Bo Nix, Josh Allen, Montana, Jerry Rice. I mean, we have just been hitting Bo Jackson, Gale Sayers, hit a bunch of multi-signs like the Alabama RBs and the three-time champ Cowboys. Ray Lewis. I mean, we've hit so many nice names over the last month or so, guys. This is a fresh case, folks. got a fresh case. See if we can get some names starting to come off of the board, fellas. Man, I go through so many of these fucking suckers every day. We got 14, guys. Come on, guys, we got a fresh case sitting here. Plenty of big names on the board, and we've been hitting pretty well, guys. I don't know if I should feel insulted or honored. One of these bootleg Iron Maiden albums using my artwork. Come on, guys, we got. Yeah, I just saw that, and on the graphic, as on the screen, it said Miles Garrett. So you gotta wonder which was the mistake. Yeah, I'm trying to find a post where it showed it. I can't find it though. Yeah, so when he accepted the award, it said Miles Garrett underneath it. On the screen there. It just seems an odd, I didn't see all his stats and everything, but, I'd say he had better years in the past than he did this year. In the past he was a lockdown, defensive back, and this year towards the end, man, he had let off a lot, man. People were putting up nice numbers against him. So yeah, I'm not even sure this was Sertan's best season. That I would think he'd win it. Yeah, I think so. But they could screw him, and it could be Burrow, or again, it could be the loser of the MVP, like you said as well, which is, I really think it's going to be between the Lamar and Allen. But what the fuck do I know? I'm telling you, I'm horrible at picking that shit, man. I'm fucking horrible. Like I said, I could, I'm pretty decent at fantasy football at what guys you have actually projected for, but when it comes to actually predicting who's gonna fucking win the game, I'm horrible. And this is shaping up to be a huge fantasy year. Yeah, again, I do think Lamar deserves it, everything, but you know, it's just, it's hard to argue with Allen's late run. What's amazing is neither one of them has a fucking wide receiver that's worth a shit. Everybody keeps, waiting for Zay there, man, but Zay is taking forever, and he can't stay healthy. Bateman's finally coming into, but even then, man, it's like, he's sort of a touchdown boom guy. He really doesn't get a lot of catches, man. He just gets them at the right time, I guess. But even Andrews didn't step up, but the same thing with Allen, man. The only guys who did step up for both of them were the running backs. Cook had a hell of a season, and fucking Henry had a hell of a season. Yeah, and again, Zay is just so inconsistent, man, and he really needs to get his ass out in the field, man, and keep his ass out there. A lot of these guys, it's just like, like Dem's early years, man, when he was always hurting and fucking out constantly, the coaches literally, he credits his coaches pulling him aside and just saying, dude, you're never going to be fucking healthy. If you want to be a star in this league, you've got to keep your ass out in the field, And at that point, he learned, he said he learned he needed to play with injuries and realize that he's never going to be 100%. And get his ass out in the fucking field. And that's when Dem became Dem, I used to love Dem, man. But like I said, same thing early on, man. He just, he whined about injuries and he would not get his ass out there, man, consistently. And that's what Zay and these guys need to learn. I do give McConkey a lot of credit, man. He was bashed up all fucking year, and he kept his ass out in the field, man. So many of these guys are like, oh, I tweaked something and I'm not playing this weekend. It's just like, dude, man, get your ass out there. But come on, guys. We have 14 spots. Let's get some drops flowing tonight. But and again, it's it's a shame because again, Burrow had a huge year. Barkley had a massive year. Normally I would say you give MVP to the 2,000-yard RB. It's such a rare occurrence. But nowadays everybody votes for fucking quarterbacks, man. You know, I can't even remember the last running back who fucking got considered for an MVP there. Probably was Gurley. His monster year there. So I hope would be nice to see him get it, but I just don't think it's realistic. I really think it's going to be Lamar or Allen, possibly even Burrow, man. You know, Burrow's defense let him down massively, man. I mean, they really got to do something about that defense. You can't be giving up 35 fucking points a game. Come on, fellas. Huge names on the board. This is a fresh case. We got Aaron Rodgers, Baker, Bijan, Bo, Urlacher, Bryce, Caleb, Dion, Ware, Breeze, Emmett, Gale, Jamar, Witten, JSN, Rice, McCarthy, Montana, Namath, Elway, Love, Jefferson, guys. So many good names. Irvin, Penix, OJ, Manning, Puka, Moss, Ray Lewis, Ricky Williams, guys. Bradshaw, Dorsett, Trevor, Troy, Tua, both Xavier, Zach Thomas. A lot of nice names on the board, guys. We got 14 spots. Yeah, definitely, and that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, you know, I can't, you know, it's just been so long since, you know, an RB's even considered, but, you know, again, 2,000 yards is just such a rare occurrence that, you know, like I said, I just think that, what the other guys did has been replicated, you know, multiple times. You know, their stats and everything, but yet Barkley, what, 6 or 7 times in history? You know, it's not for, like, it's really not like these guys have, 5,600 yards and 50 touchdowns and shit like that. It's like, they had solid years, but, again, what Barkley did has only been done, a handful of fucking times. Nine. So there are 9 running backs, and that's still pretty rare, man. I mean, the last time it was done was Henry in 2020, and then before that, it was 2012. Adrian Peterson, I guess. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's been, it's just such a rare occurrence, man. I mean, one time in the last 5 years. And before that it was 8 years, so it's like I said, the stats that everybody else get is good is not, as good a seasons as they've had. That those stats have been replicated year after year. Where Barkley's, it's just such a rare occurrence. You know, it could possibly be one of the last times you actually see a 2,000-yard rusher with all the split backfields nowadays. All the third down specialist backs and everything. But come on, guys, we've been on 45 minutes here, folks. We haven't hit any drops since I got on. Yeah, no, like I said, they did have nice seasons and everything. It's just a matter of, yeah, again, Barkley stats are just fucking, aren't replicatable that much anymore. Yeah, so it will be interesting, man. And they do announce it tonight, right? Come on, folks, we got huge names. This is a fresh case. Yeah, the 13 touchdowns isn't great, but it's still respectable. So So again, AP, like you said, was the last running back to win MVP, and it was 2012. Before then it was 6 years from Ladanian, Sean Alexander. Another 5 years, Marshall Faulk. He used to win it, fairly often there, man. There's a few back-to-back years here. Ladanian won it 1 year. Sean Alexander, he won it the one before. There was a 4-year span with three running back MVPs: Marshall Faulk, Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders. But again, yeah, how many of these guys hit 2,000 yards? Yeah. Yeah. And you can understand, why to a degree. I mean, you had Manning, Brady, Breeze putting up monster numbers there for, the last decade or whatever. But like I said, those guys were literally throwing for friggin', 5,000 yards and 50 fucking touchdowns and. Come on, folks. We got huge names for us here. We got 14 spots to close out, guys. I haven't had one drop, though, since I got on here. I don't know where the Facebook crowd has been, but there has been nobody on Facebook. Yeah, and for as much as it is a passing league now, man, you really haven't seen the 45, 5,000 yard fucking passers, man. Come on, guys. on, guys. I'm not even sure who the Hall of Fame class is this year. Come on, guys. We got 14 spots left. We're trying to get a break in, man. I don't know where the hell everybody's at. I mean, there has been no one around. It really freaks me out how everybody disappears at once. I wasn't even sure, yeah, like I said, I'm not even sure who's eligible this year, but I would think Eli's got to be a first ballot there. Yeah, I would think Eli, Gates, and Freeney, but you got Jared Allen and them in there too, so it's a little. A little iffy, but I really think Eli, Gates, Freeney. Rodney Harrison, another one, yeah. I hate to say it, I don't know about Fred Taylor, man. You know, if you want to let him in, I don't know if he should get on it his first time there, man. I mean, yeah, Vinatieri, so yeah, there is a lot of decent names. Like I said, I gotta think Eli Gates for sure, though. Yeah, Kuechly, another one, man. Kuechly was so good, man. He retired young there. I think if he would have played another season or two, he would have locked it in. I've always said I thought Sterling Sharp. I know he didn't play that long or whatever, but you know he was. I think he's definitely worthy. A total underrated fucking player, man. Like I said, does not get enough credit. But he was the shit there for, the years he played, man. Was putting up huge numbers with Favre. He just got scared off, man. I think that's what holds Sterling back more than anything is the fact that they said, it's up to you if you want to play. You can play, but it's a risk, and I think a lot of people, look at him like a wuss or something like that because of that, but yet, it's fucking scary. It's like, fucking being paralyzed is fucking scary. People can say the choice that they would have made, but, when put in that situation, let's see if they fucking, really would have stuck to their guns. So yeah, but I do think he deserves in there myself. I'm just saying that I think he, that's what a lot of other people just are like, well, you could have played and you chose not to, and it's just like, but like I said, man, it's, let's see them get paralyzed for a fucking, a while and think if they think they're going to get it back on the field. I mean, it's, come on, folks. We got 14 spots left. What is going on, folks? What has happened in these last 2 weeks? I mean, just everybody disappeared. Sort of same with Kuechly, where guys are like, well, you could have played, but you can't say that until you're fucking him. we're supposed to get hit with some shitty weather this weekend, I guess. Wow. Yeah, Eli should have been in there, I think, man. Like I said, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm horrible on those things. I mean, it's good to see Sterling and Gates, but wow, man, just those four. Isn't it normally more than four, man? Like I said, I thought it was usually like 5 or 6 or something. Wow. Alright, that sucks for Eli. Now he's got to compete with another fresh class next year. I have no idea who fucking next year's class is. Yeah, that's sort of bullshit. Yeah, that's just bullshit. I don't know why Eli wouldn't have gotten in. You know, Vinatieri, I can see not getting in, just him being a kicker. You know, I think he'll eventually make it, but, you know, being a kicker, it's a rough on a first ballot, man. But I think Eli should have been in there. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, I feel bad for Eli. Come on, guys, we got 14 spots left. We got a fresh case going, guys. You're just not getting bodies. Come on, folks. Yeah, you see, that's gonna, I mean, you know, Fitz, Breeze gonna be first ballots for sure. Rivers is a bit iffy. You know, at least Eli's got Super Bowls on his side, you know. But Breeze and Fitz are almost guaranteed, you know, first ballots. Yeah, and who knows who the defensive guys are and that kind of shit, man. So it's, yeah, Frank Gore, you know, he's gonna be a first ballot. You know, just where he's on the all-time, you know, rushing list is, you know, that's gonna put him in. You know, even though he may not have ever been dominant, you know, after those first seasons, you know, he got a bad rap where everybody said, oh, he's hurt every year, he's hurt every year, he's hurt. You know, and then he went on a long run where he wasn't hurt there. Yeah, so that's probably 3 right there, man. Gore, Breeze, Fitz. Like I said, I think Rivers, you know, sort of borderline. I think he'll probably get in eventually, but I don't think he'll be a first ballot. Yeah, so Eli's got some stiff competition next year, man. Very well might not make it in that year either. It doesn't seem like Breeze or Fitz has been gone that long, man, but I guess time flies when you get old, man. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I mean, Frank Gore's third, in rushing yards, man. I mean, I think that's got to be a first time ballot. Yeah, I mean, he's got 4,000 more rushing yards than fucking Fred Taylor, man, so. But he's third, man. I mean, everybody else all the way down to Falk. I don't remember. Is Edge in? I think so, but I'm not sure. Fred and Jackson both aren't. He's in. He's in. I gotta think McCoy's coming up as well. Yeah, so Fred Taylor, I don't know, man. But Frank Gore's got to be a number one ballot, I would think. Come on, guys. Yeah, the only current guy that's there is Henry. Yeah, in the top 20. I don't know how far Barkley is behind. Yeah. And you got Brady coming up here at some point too. Yeah, so I better hope he squeaks in the next couple of years there, man. Yeah, you ain't kidding there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got a lot of big names coming up here, man. After that, you know, probably going to get slim pickings after the Brady. I mean, you know, even WRs and stuff, man. You know, after Andre and them, you know, I don't know who the hell. I can't think of anybody. You know, other Fitz and really the only other wide receivers I can think of are Worthy. Maybe Steve Smith. I don't know if he's in yet or not. I mean, so Steve Smith. What about Julio Jones? I can't really see anybody else here. I mean, again, Steve Smith, Wayne, everybody else is in already. Except for DeAndre, Evans, Marshall, Antonio Brown. I don't think Antonio Brown's ever getting in. The AJ Green. I doubt fucking Antonio gets in. He's just a fucking nut, man. And I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck is in the water in Pittsburgh, but they fuck up all their WRs. They just go fucking mental. But yeah, I mean, as far as current players, really not a lot of other WRs in there, man. Other than guys who are still currently playing, like Hopkins, Evans, Devontae. When you start getting into the Chad Johnson, I just don't think, again, I don't think Ocho's a a WR wide receiver. I'm sorry, they don't. Hopkins even just plays a couple more years, man, he could move into the top 10 there. He's almost got 13,000 yards. So even if he plays 2 more years of 700 yards, man, it's going to put him at like 14.5, put him in the top 10. Right below Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Yeah, and again, I'm not sure when Julio's up. You know, Julio will probably make it. I don't know, again, first ballot, but I think those guys will eventually make it. Come on, guys, she's getting late again, man. It's almost 9:30 here, guys, and I haven't had one damn drop tonight. Where has everybody been for us? Come on, fellas. It has been crazy slow. Guess I'm gonna have to pin my hopes on a big weekend. Man, I was watching some Star Wars break last night with these card series, and these things were $3,400 fucking dollars a case. And I was just like, who the fucking spend $3,400 fucking dollars a case on Star Wars fucking cards? I'm like, and this fucking guy was breaking them one after the other, man. He sold out of them. And I was just like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, I had, like I said, these were like some kind of like specialty boxes. They had like sketch cards in them and signed cards. But it was $3,400 a fucking case. I was just like, what the fuck? And his last one he was putting up at auction, and I have no idea where that went, but I'm betting guys it went over 3,400. Seeing as how he was breaking one after the other, man, I was just like, wow. I had, I had no idea that they had Star Wars product that was that expensive, man. I just, like I said, I was just scrolling on YouTube, and I had saw it, and I just literally watched a couple open, and I was just like, wow, man, this is crazy. A couple of auto cards and a fucking sketch card, and I was just like, good lord. No, I know Pokemon's crazy, man. Like I said, yeah. I'm just being honest, man. It's like fucking with all the CT scanning shit. It's so fucking odd, man. And especially at the Pokemons, like I said, guys were able to fucking find hits using a $10 stud finder. It's like, that's scary. If you ask me. The whole backyard breaks thing, I'm glad that they fucking banned those guys. We'll see how long it lasts. Considering they were probably their biggest account at whatnot, but that was all bullshit. Hopefully that'll be the last of those guys, man, but people are morons. Oh, he didn't mean it. They were joking and all this kind of shit. And it's just like, dude. I don't care if you were joking or not. That was fucking. That's pretty disgusting and bullshit. So hopefully, that'll be the end of those guys, and people will finally start buying into other fucking rooms. know, they'll come back and say something like, oh, he doesn't own the company anymore, and he'll never be breaking again, and all this kind of bullshit, you know. And whatnot, I'll let them get away with it. They should have been banned fucking 50 times already. But when I guess it hit national news and stuff like that, that's when, yeah, Whatnot finally said, alright, we gotta ban these guys. This is just too much bullshit for the platform. Yeah, we can't defend this, and yeah, they gotta go finally. You know, but they'll move over to Kick or something like that. You know, they'll rebrand to something else. Come on, folks. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you know, just do a search on YouTube or whatever for Backyard Breaks. There's a million videos about it. Come on, fellas, when he just dropped. This is crazy slow. Where has everybody been, man? Josh Allen. I had a feeling, Josh, man. Yeah, he just did. It, you know, again, Burrow just, you know, it's the wins and losses that I think lost him it. You know, and even though it had nothing to do with him, it's, you know, you didn't, you know, get to the playoffs. That's hard to call you the MVP, man. And you know, Lamar didn't have the greatest end of the year there either. So I don't know, man. I just had a feeling it was going to be Josh. Did Barkley win Offensive Player of the Year? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's a little hard to argue with 2,000 yards, man. You know, like I said, it's, Allen had a decent year, but his numbers are, can be replicated, man. 2,000 yards and how many years? I really do think Barkley should have got it. Come on, folks. We got 14 spots left, man. She is getting late already. Let's get some drops going. Wow, man. All right. Yeah, dog. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know where everybody's at these last couple weeks. No, I understand. Like I said, I'm a huge Lamar. I love Lamar. You know. I've always said it. I thought he was, even before he was drafted, I kept saying I thought he was going to be the most ready quarterback and the one to have the biggest impact in that draft. You know, and that was Baker and a bunch of other guys were in that draft, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, like I said, I even went to that draft at Soldier Field, and I pretty much stayed until Lamar got drafted, and then I left. And I hate to say it, the fact he already won one could have played in a little bit of role of it as well, where they're like, you know, trying to reward Allen for his year, you know. You know, the other thing, you know, it's like I said, those big games Allen had at the end of the year, you know, I just think those stuck in people's minds. You know, where, no, I agree. Like I said, I just, you know, fucking people nowadays have a 20-second attention span, and, you know, it's, you know, again, they remember those games where he literally put the team on his back and drove them to the playoffs there. You know, and it's people are fickle, man. You know, up until he had, you know, that one game where he had all those fucking touchdowns and everything, you know, and that's the other thing people forget about him is his touchdowns and everything all came in waves. Yeah, exactly. And it's just, you know, again, people are just fucking fickle, man. It's flavor of the minute. You know, it used to be flavor of the month. Now it's fucking flavor of the minute. You know, now even the Hall of Fame doesn't really even matter much. I mean, look at how many, you know, Hall of Famers we got sitting, you know, you know, on the board still here. It's just, it's crazy. Emmett, Gore, Gale, Rice, you know, Montana, Namath, Elway, you know, Dion. You know, it's just, it's, people are more into the Caleb's and Bryce Young than they are in Bradshaw. You know, a guy who won fucking 5 fucking, you know, Super Bowls. stop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like nobody, you know. It's all about flavor of the minute and the current guys. You know, like I said, it was. You know, I don't know if kids today or you know fans today are just not being educated like you know like we were growing up, or you know about the past players. I don't know. You know, although it has been 40 years since Gale Sayers, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, as much as we did like our, you know, 70s and 60s players, we didn't give a shit about the guys who played in 1940, you know? So I guess at this point, some of it can be, you know, just again, just pure time. You know, and even the NFL Network doesn't really hype past players anymore, you know? They used to have like the documentary series, you know, like the This Is Your Life, Troy Aikmans, and all that kind of crap. You know, and don't even see a lot of that anymore. You know, a football life or whatever they called it, a football life. You know, when I was a kid, every fucking Sunday we, you know, we watched football follies, all that kind of crap. You know, I just don't think they educate the kids on the past, man. You know, it's all spent, all the money spent on the current product. You know, and the way these NFL contracts are going up, man, it's crazy. Pretty soon nobody is going to be able to afford a fucking seat, man. You know, it's like salaries used to go up, you know, $100,000 a year. Now they're going up $10 million a year. You know, I keep seeing fucking, you know, T. Higgins, who I'm sorry, you know, he's solid, but I don't think he's fucking even in the close of, you know, Jamar and Jefferson and these guys. You know, and they're talking about him getting $30 million a year, to, you know, and I'm just like, that's fucking ridiculous. I'm like, you know, the guy has he even had one healthy fucking season? You know, I don't know how the hell you're going to give this guy fucking $30 million a year when fucking, you know, again, Jefferson and these guys aren't getting that. You know, and it all translates to ticket prices. I mean, it's, you know, like I said, it's fucking ridiculous. You know, prices went from literally being a kid's allowance. You know, we'd get our allowance and we could go to a fucking Cubs game and get a ticket and fucking a hot dog and a Coke, a program for our fucking allowance. You know, nowadays it costs your old man, you know, someone's father, you know, his literal whole paycheck that week to take his kid to a game. You know, 50 fucking bucks for fucking parking, fucking, I mean, it's all ridiculous. Fucking $10 sodas and fucking, you know, $20 fucking beers and You know, like I said, I was reading an article said that you know, again, if they keep losing viewership and fan interest at the same rate that they have been over the last 10 years, that in like 30 to 50 years there won't even be an MLB. You know, they're talking about fucking banning Pee Wee fucking football here in the city. You know, I mean, we used to live for fucking football, man. You know, in summer it was all baseball. Winter it was all fucking football. You know, now kids don't give a fuck at all. You know, all the sports cards, everything. You know, fucking $3,500 for a Star Wars case. I mean, what the fuck? You know, the ones keeping the hobby going are people our age, you know. Even a lot of the comic stores, been talking to a few guys, and they're like, which is amazing to me, is the fact that they're just like, I don't even sell new issues anymore. And I'm like, how is that fucking possible? How do you keep the doors open? And they're just like, hey, I sell nothing but back issues. He goes, I paid 50 cents for $1 for them. I sell them for $3, twice, you know, 3 times the profit margin. And he's like, all my customers are just, you know, people trying to fucking, you know, find the books of their youth and everything like that, you know. And he says he's had the best 3 years of his life, you know, since he switched to this model. I was watching a video with Red Hood Comics, and he was like, he had 500 people in his pull list. I mean, that's a lot of fucking money every week, and even he stopped selling them. No, it's just like, wow, man. It's just not picking up the youth market at all. Remember, the same things happen in the sports, man. Nothing today they do is catered to kids, man. Come on, fellas. Where the hell is everybody, guys? I cannot believe we went the whole night here. And I did not have a damn drop all friggin' night, guys. We are at the same exact place we started 2 hours ago, folks. I don't know what is going on. I have a Virginia McCaskey dying there. Like I said, I guess she had she was grandfathered into like some tax break from the state, and that was like what was preventing them from selling the bears. But now that she passed away, you know, they're already talking about that the bears could be sold in the next year or two. She literally passed today, and fucking I'm already seeing articles like that. I'd hate to even think what the fuck they're gonna get for the Bears, man. I mean, it's gonna be a huge fucking sale there. Yeah, the article had mentioned that I guess Brady's group was actually looking to originally, you know, buy the Bears or whatever when he was considering coming here. And then they found out about that clause with the tax thing or whatever, and that she can't sell until, like, she dies, and then, you know, that's when they went for the Raiders. What in the hell is going on, folks? This is a crazy week. I don't know where everybody's at for us. I am losing more people than we're gaining here, folks. Come on, guys. I am trying to hold out here. I need some drops, man. I don't know what is going on. We haven't had anybody at all on Facebook tonight. Yeah, here's the graphic. Certat accepted his award that says AP Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Armstead won Walter Payton of the Year. definitely should have made it, I think. I don't know why guys just won't fucking vote for him, but come on, folks. I'll give her a few more minutes, but if we don't start getting drops, I am going to call her, folks. I don't know where the hell everybody's been. This is crazy slow. We were rolling good, and bam, man, we hit a wall 1,000 miles an hour there. Come on, anybody want to take some spots and help us stay on? Or are we going to call her here, folks? Come on, guys. I need some help. We are going to close her down tonight. Well, guys, I guess we're gonna call her a night. Joey, thanks for hanging out. Giving me someone to talk to there. But unfortunately, man, we are dead in the water here, man. So I am gonna call her a night, guys. I do appreciate the ones who sit around listening to me babble. Hoping we get back on track this weekend here, guys, or I'm gonna be screwed. Hoping we can get something back this weekend, guys. If you need me, hit me over at Facebook. I'll still be up for a few hours. Just give me about a half hour, guys. I'm starving. I'm gonna go eat something, but I'll be back after that. So if you do need me, you're welcome to hit me over at Facebook. If not, guys, I hope to see you all back here 8 p.m. Central tomorrow. Watch for the early 9s for any extra names y'all want. Have a great Friday and start to your weekend, folks. Have a pleasant night, and as always, please be safe out there, everybody.